You don't really want to get too close.
You'll go from being a log, yes, come out the other end as fine white copy paper. It's also known as the tulip tree. You don't know that. Did you bring a raincoat? They are doing wonderful things with waste. And it is a town with a story to tell.
This may well be the log of the future.
Hello everyone and welcome to Going Bush, the final episode for Season 5, Andrew, and as ever we've got a big show lined up.
We do indeed. We've got stories from the bush and the people who work in it from all around the country. Here's a sneak peek at what we've got.
Boffins in the forest, the science behind the carbon debate.
What's better, plantations or native forestry? We head to Victoria and ask the question. And what's in the water? The health of the forest is all about H2O.
But first, it's off to the nation's capital.
Welcome to Going Bush, coming to you from the bush capital of Canberra.
Indeed, Andrew. Parliament House, the very seat of power in this country. And not only is Parliament House chock full of beautiful wood products, it's also the place where they make the laws that pertain to the timber industry.
But if you're going to talk timber in Canberra, Parliament House is certainly worth a look. Opened in 1988 at a cost of $1 billion, making it the most expensive building in the world. Parley House is a treasure trove of finely crafted timber work, some decorative, some functional.
There's a wide range of species from all over Australia and Tasmania in particular, but there are also a lot of timbers donated from other nations, such as ebony from Papua New Guinea and some cherry wood from North America, but overall it's mostly Australian native timbers.
Whether it's the grand scale of the Jarrah floor in the Great Hall or the fine detail of the coat of arms and Tasmanian myrtle, there's no doubt that the carefully chosen timber works add to the theatre of the building.
As soon as you walk in the doors of Parliament House, you are struck by the special species timber. It is everywhere. It is front and centre.
It is a feature of the building, no doubt. This is the House of Representatives, and one of my favourite bits is above the Speaker's chair there. You can see that detailed marquetry done beautifully out of Tassie sassafras.
Here.
So if you're in the area and fancy a little quiet time, timber spotting in Parliament House is the perfect place. They'll even tell you what to look out for.
You can ask the guides at the front of house here and they'll give you a map and you can have a look at all the timbers up close for yourself.
But Canberra being what it is, the long arm of legislation is never far away. In one of the quiet, leafy suburbs just a stone's throw from Parliament is the Australian Forestry Standards Limited, the body responsible for setting the certification guidelines in the timber industry.
It's a system to provide people with reassurance that if they use forest, wood, paper products, they can be confident that if they buy a certified product, it's come from a well-managed, sustainably managed forest, and they don't have to be concerned about adverse impacts on the environment.
Currently 90% of the Australian production forest area is certified, but it's a very different story elsewhere.
Only about 10% of the forests in the world are certified to credible sustainable forest management standards. We're trying to increase the certified area, and we're also trying to encourage consumers to only buy certified wood products.
So next time you find yourself in the market for a timber-based product, ask yourself and the person selling it, is it certified?
Well, I think a lot of consumers are concerned about the impact of their consumption on the environment. They don't want to be contributing to the destruction of forests or to bad forest management. They don't want their money to essentially flow back to people who aren't doing the right thing in the forest.
A little bit further down the road, you'll find a dedicated team desperately trying to do the right thing in the forest. In fact, trying to grow 100 forests. This is the National Arboretum, just on the outskirts of Canberra. For decades, it was a sprawling radiata pine plantation, but the fires of 2003 changed all that, and now a bold new vision has taken root.
I guess you can call it a phoenix out of the fires, really. Like 2003, we had some pretty disastrous fires here, which claimed all this land back, and in a short story, I guess they decided to readdress Walter Burley Griffin's story and get the arboretums going again in Canberra. So we obtained another 250 hectares here, came up with an idea of endangered trees and rare and symbolic. And to date we've got about 86 forests in, so we're planning to get 100 forests in by 2013. which will be the centenary for Canberra.
It's not yet open to the public, but selected open days have drawn large crowds, and it's becoming tradition for visiting dignitaries to make what will be a lasting contribution. Work has commenced on a new visitors centre, a design inspired by a palm leaf and made possible by the use of Tasmanian hardwood timber.
I think it's going to bring a lot of value to Canberra as well, to help give us a bit of an attraction that's here. But it's highly educational. It's not just a collection of trees. There's a lot of stories hidden in where the trees have come from, where different fruit and stuff comes from. So it's quite educational as well as interesting.
This is really going to be something. The area is 250 hectares, so it's very substantial. And even though the trees are just little and wee at the moment, in another 15, 20 years' time, it's going to be awesome. 100 different species of symbolic or threatened trees, yes, right here in the middle of Canberra. What's that one? This one? Liriodendron chinense, that one. Yes, also known as the tulip tree. You don't know that.
Maybe not, but here's what we've learned about timber in the nation's capital. The National Arboretum is due to open to the public in 2013 with 100 different forest types showcasing threatened and symbolic trees from all over the world.
The Australian Forestry Standard certification is your guarantee that the timber products you buy are sustainably produced.
And Parliament House, Canberra is a special species timber spotter's paradise. Now, after the break, it's science in the forests as we look into carbon and later the importance of keeping our streams running clean.